Good morning. We will now go over to the Form B, Class B CDL pre-trip inspection. The first thing we want to do is again ensure there are no low-hanging limbs or power lines. We also want to look at the front of the truck to make sure it is not leaning to one side or the other and there are no visible leaks. We will start with the door. Door is securely mounted. It is not missing any parts or pieces. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken. I will come to my door handle. It is securely mounted, missing no parts and pieces. It is fully operational. I will then look at my rear view mirror mounts, upper and lower. They are securely mounted. They are not cracked, bent, nor broken, and they are missing no parts or pieces. As well as my rear view mirrors, securely mounted, not cracked, bent, nor broken, missing no parts and pieces. They are clean and clear. My driver's side window is not cracked, bent, nor broken, free of any debris and illegal stickers. My window seal is not cut, shaved, or frayed. It is securely mounted, and it is showing no signs of any water leaking. We'll then come to the inside of my door. I'll look at my gasket. My door gasket is securely mounted. There are no signs of any leakage. It is not cut, chafed, nor frayed. We'll also look at the inner door gasket. It is securely mounted, not cut, chafed, or frayed, and there is no signs of any leakage. My door handle is securely mounted. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken. Fully operational. We will then come to our steps to enter the cab. They are securely mounted. They are not cracked, bent, nor broken, missing no parts or pieces, and they are free of any debris or objects that would cause you to slip while using 3 points of contact, which you are required at all times to use to enter and exit the cab. We'll now go to the fuel tank. It is securely mounted with straps. They are not cracked, bent, nor broken. There are no missing parts or pieces. The fuel tank is securely mounted. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken. No missing parts or pieces, and I see no signs of any leaks. My fuel lines in the top of my tank are securely mounted. They are not cracked, bent, nor broken, cut, chafed, or frayed, and I see no signs of any leaks. My fuel fill cap is securely mounted. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken. You will open the cap to ensure your fuel cap chain is securely mounted. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken, and it is operational to hold the cap. The gasket inside of the fuel cap cannot be cut, chafed, or frayed and has to be securely mounted to make a seal. We'll now come to the battery box. It is securely mounted. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken. We'll then come to our frame. Our frame and box. Our box is secured to our frame with U-bolts. They are all securely mounted. They cannot be cracked, bent, nor broken, and they are missing no parts or hardware. We'll then come to our exhaust, which is held on with 2 metal hanger straps. They are not cracked, bent, nor broken, missing no parts or pieces. The exhaust itself is securely mounted. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken, missing no parts or pieces, and I see no signs of exhaust smut or leakage. We'll then come to our air tank. It is securely mounted. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken, missing no parts or pieces. My air lines coming in and out of my tank are securely mounted. There are no missing parts or pieces. They are not cut, chafed, or frayed, and I hear no audible leaks. We'll now come to the rear tires and brakes and suspension system. The first thing I will go over will be my hanger mounts. My hanger mounts are securely mounted. They are not cracked, bent, nor broken. They are held on by nuts and bolts, which are all securely mounted, not cracked, bent, nor broken. And this is my front hanger mount. I will go over the rear and check it out when we move behind the tire. I noticed the front side of my leaf springs here. They are securely mounted. They are not cracked, bent, nor broken, and there is no scissoring. And one thing I forgot to go over that I skipped, my drive shaft. So after the air tank, your drive shaft will come next. It is securely mounted with U-bolt hangers. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken. It is missing no parts or hardware, and there are no signs of any visible leaks. While we're at the front looking at the hanger here, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our tires. I'm going to check inner wall and the outer walls of the tires, as well as the tread, to make sure there are no cuts, chafes, or frays. All tires are worn evenly, and at least 2 30-seconds of tread depth has to be on the tires. I see no bulging, and I hear no leaks. This area is your bud spacing area. It has to be free of all debris and or dead animals. Nothing is cracked, bent, nor broken. You also want to look at your rims where they meet, the inner of your rims and your bud spacing. No illegal welds, nothing is cracked, bent, nor broken. I'll go ahead and I'll go more in depth on the back side. Come to my outer tire here. It is securely mounted. The tire is securely beaded to the rim. There are no cut, chafes, or frays, or bulges. My rim, outer rim, has no illegal welds. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken. It is securely mounted by lug nuts. They also are not cracked, bent, nor broken. There are no rust trails, no shiny threads that would entail that the lug nuts could be loose or wearing. There are no radial cracks in between the lug nuts, and there are no off-centered holes. My hub seal, you are not able to physically just look in and see to check the fluid. You would have to remove these bolts in this plate, but in doing so, if you had to add oil, it would have to take 90 weight gear oil. Valve stem is not cracked, bent, nor broken. And from the outside here, you go over the inner tire valve stem also. They're both in here. Neither or are cracked, bent, nor broken. They are securely mounted. I hear no audible air leaks, and you would have to check the tire pressure with an air gauge, and it has to be at least 105 psi. Mud flap is securely mounted. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken, cut, chafed, or frayed, and is up to DOT specifications with its length. Come in here. Our rear leaf spring hanger mount. We talked about the front earlier, now we're at the rear where we can inspect it. It is securely mounted, nuts and bolts. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken. Looking at the back side of my leaf springs, once again, they are not cracked, bent, nor broken. There is no scissoring, no signs of any illegal welds anywhere. U-bolts holding the leaf springs to the rear end. They are not cracked, bent, nor broken. They are missing no parts or pieces. We'll then come to our brake chamber. Our brake chamber is securely mounted. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken. Our brake chamber also has a metal band clamp that holds the two-piece part together. It is securely mounted. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken. And we have our air lines coming to our brake chamber. They are not cut, chafed, nor frayed. They are securely mounted and not cracked, bent, nor broken. We will then, and there are also no audible air leaks. We will now come behind inside of the rear tires, and we will check our rotors and our brake pads. Our rotors are securely mounted. They are not cracked, bent, nor broken. There are no illegal welds, no signs of bluing or excessive heat wear or crystallization, as well as our brake pads. They have at least or more than 1/4 inch of pad life. They are not cracked, bent, nor broken. They are all securely mounted, and there is no signs of any oil or grease or bluing or crystallization. We also take another look at our inner rim from down here to make sure that there are no illegal welds, nothing is cracked, bent, nor broken, and everything is securely mounted. Now come to the box of the truck. We'll look at the front of the box. On this truck, we do have a hole. It has been rode up to be repaired by our maintenance department. We'll then look up at our clearance lights. We have 3 altogether on this side of the truck. We have one at the front that is amber in color. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken. It is clean and it is securely mounted, missing no parts or hardware. We have one in the middle and one in the rear. They are both red in color. They are not missing any parts or pieces, safely and securely mounted, clean, not missing any parts or hardware. We'll then look at the side of our box to ensure that there are no damaged or missing parts. And here we do have a couple of small holes that have been rode up to be repaired by our maintenance department. We also have our 50% DOT tape. We have yellow in the front, yellow in the middle, and a red in the rear. Again, that is 50% DOT tape. It is clean and fully operational and up to DOT standards. We come to the rear of the truck. We look at our doors. They are safely and securely mounted, not missing any parts or hardware. We also want to go ahead and look at our 100% DOT tape at the bottom of the door and at the top of the door. They are red and silver in color. They are clear, fully operational and up to DOT standards. Again, 100% on the back, 50% on the sides of the box. We will now check our door handle. It's fully operational. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken, missing any parts or hardware. We open up the door. We need to inspect the roof of the box to ensure that there are no missing parts or pieces, nothing is cracked, bent, nor broken, and we want to make sure there are no signs of any leakage. This truck has a lift gate. We will now look at the lift gate. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken. There are no missing parts or pieces. It is fully operational and locked in. It is securely mounted. We will now take a step back and look at our rear brake lights and marker lights. Our marker lights are fully operational. They are clean and clear in color. They are not cracked, bent, nor broken, and missing no parts or pieces. Then we have our tail lights on both sides. They are not cracked, bent, nor broken. They are clean and red in color, fully operational and not missing any parts or pieces. We also have our upper box clearance lights. We have 5 in total on this box truck. They are red in color. They are not cracked, bent, nor broken. They are clean and not missing any parts or pieces. We now have our ABS box on the passenger side corner. It is securely mounted. It is not cracked, bent, nor broken, and is not missing any parts or pieces. This will conclude the Part B of the CDL-B pre-trip inspection. Thank you.